There are two kinds of people: those who believe in God and those who think they're God. There's something beautiful, humbling, and properly ordered about a man and woman who understand that there is power greater than themselves, that everything is not in their control, and that they are the beloved child of a merciful God who hears their prayers.
Holy cow, I'm glad that Trump's back in office because it seems like some common sense is coming back. What if I told you that the biggest threat to your safety at a crosswalk is not a distracted driver? No, it's a city council with a paintbrush and a political agenda. So buckle up, folks, because the war on common sense just got rolled out in Technicolor. One man in Washington finally slammed the brakes, ladies and gentlemen. Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, he sent a letter to all 50 governors, every state, demanding that the state remove any political painting on the roads, including rainbow crosswalks. He said roads are for safety, not political messages or artwork. Amen, brother. I mean, we can't fix the potholes, but by God, you can paint some crossroad. And you know what? It becomes hate speech if you drive across it the wrong way. I'll let you guys read that in your own time, but he just poured it out. This was July 1st, 2025, directly from the letterhead of the Secretary of Transportation. I like this. You remember some of these old folks that just kind of lost their mind? Some of these other clips that you've seen are now just burned in our memory of people that, either getting hunted down by the Biden administration for doing a burnout. You remember that guy who was in this truck and he was trying to do the deal? They were looking for this guy forever. I love this clip. Yeah. How dare you? How dare you? People getting triggered. Why? Because it's a rainbow crosswalk, and you can't do stuff like that. Well, look at this unhinged person right here. Play this clip.
Is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
Oh. That's why I need to be here. You need Jesus, ma'am. He can save you. No, that's irrational. No, that's irrational.
You ever notice they cannot confront you or debate you with ideas or logical reasoning? Boy, it's colorful, right? Listen, let me talk to all of you boys and girls out there who still have a functioning frontal lobe. Let me just kind of welcome you to a moment of clarity, thanks to our Secretary of Transportation. We're living in a world that's lost its damn mind. What I just showed you, that's lost its damn mind. Sean Duffy, I mean, this is unheard of in 2025. He used common sense in Washington, D.C. What? That is shocking. Sent a letter to every governor in every state. I can only imagine the pearl clutching that ensued. Can you imagine Gavin Newsom reading that? Or what's that chick's name up in Maine? Because he dared to say something so radically offensive to the cult of the alphabet mafia that the Virtue Signal Paint Brigade said roads are for safety, not political messages or artwork. Come on, Sean. Slow clap for this guy. Now, before you start lighting your biodegradable candle in protest, let me break it down for you. Rainbow crosswalks. Let's throw in BLM pavement murals, climate change slogans. They're all slathered in taxpayer-funded neon down the middle of Main Street like we're living in an episode of a woke Sesame Street. Listen, you got cities, look at this crap. You got cities painting DEI murals in the middle of intersections. It's like identity politics makes potholes disappear. And meanwhile, your grandma's suspension gets shattered just trying to go to the CVS. But hey, at least we're inclusive, right? So let me ask you something. When did asphalt become a political billboard? People are literally losing their minds and they're wanting to arrest people for walking across it in the wrong way or driving across it a little too rough. Roads are not a blank canvas for your midlife crisis performance art. They are for getting people from point A to point B. I hope you hear me, protesters. I'd rather get there without dying or being distracted. So if you want to paint something meaningful, go grab a canvas and stop treating our infrastructure like a sociological dissertation. And the rage from the usual suspects. Look at these people. Look at them. Note to self, there's only one vagina in that picture. I think. Maybe 2 if you consider the dude up front. The rage from the usual suspects. Oh, it's delicious. The outrage machine fired up so fast it probably caused a climate emergency all by itself. Homophobic is what they're going to cry. Silencing marginalized voices. Shut up. Shut up. If you need a crosswalk to validate your existence, maybe it's not the crosswalk that needs the damn therapy and the overhaul. Let me put it to you real plain, folks, okay? Can I be mean for a minute? The only color that belongs on a road is safety yellow. And maybe a little stop sign red. Maybe some caution white. Not pink and blue and the green and the purple and the orange and the yellow and the red. And the pastel stripes that look like a Care Bear threw up during Pride Week. Yeah, I said what I said. So Secretary Duffy, good on you. You're right. This ain't about left or right. This ain't about the issue is about not dying in the street. Like the intersection. I don't want somebody to miss the red light because they saw the crosswalk. And because some activists got their paint approved by a woke city council. So when you turn your road into a message board, you're saying to every driver, every pedestrian, and every first responder, my political dopamine fix matters more than your safety. And that's exactly what's wrong with our country right now. The narcissism, the delusion, the self-worship disguised as activism. And they say Trump is the problem. Because here's what they don't tell you. Those rainbow crosswalks, yeah, they're slicker than Biden in a press conference. They cause accidents, visibility issues, legal confusion. Ask a blind person how easy it is to distinguish a rainbow stripe from a legit stop line. You can't virtue signal your way out of a car crash. And what Sean Duffy just did was draw a line, not on the pavement, but in the sand. He reminded us that our roads are not coloring books for the emotionally unstable. They're for ambulances, for school buses, for people trying to get to and from work without being indoctrinated through street paint. And if you think this is small potatoes, I want you to think again, folks, this is a symptom of something deeper. It's rot in society, because the second you let every city council member with a TikTok following start using federal roadways as political graffiti pads, you've lost the plot. You've turned order into chaos, logic into identity lunacy. This isn't oppression. It's adulthood. It's responsibility. You want to live in a country where the roads are clear, laws are neutral, and safety is prioritized over slogans? Then this is your guy, Sean Duffy, because we need fewer feelings on the freeway and more facts on the pavement. So I salute you, sir. Not because you're playing cultural war games, but because you're ending them where they should have never begun, and that is in the middle of traffic. So if you want to protest, do it on a sidewalk. If you want to paint a flag, try a mural on your private business. You want to shout your identity from the rooftops, knock yourself out. But when it comes to public roadways, I don't want your politics under my tires. Roads are for driving, not for declaring your truth. Get on Oprah if that's what you want to do. Thank God Donald Trump is back. Can you imagine where we would be if Harris had won or if Joe Biden had been propped up for another term? Thank God Donald Trump is back. You may not like him. You may not like the way he talks, the way he posts, or the way he's honest about things. You might not like the way he dialogues on the world scene. He hurts your fifis. But common sense is back in this administration, and thank God for it, folks. Thank God, because maybe we can open the eyes of some of the crazy folks out there that believe that this stuff matters. Thank you, Sean Duffy. I love you. And I love the rest of you. God bless. Talk to you next time. Bye.